What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own new review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, I did not do the week before the break, and now I am back to doing this one. Forgive me. Sheree was getting acupuncture, and looking at every holistic way to shrink her fibroids without getting surgery, which I can understand. But she is acting so freaking squeamish and questioning what the lady's doing with these acupunctures needles as if she did not know what she's going to do. I'm like, you cannot be afraid of needles, Sheree. Out of all that Botox that's in your face looking like a damn bloated blowfish, you can miss me. Have y'all seen the way Sheree's face has been looking? She does not look like herself. Whew. Moving on. Marlo. Marlo is, I don't know what she was doing, to be honest, but she is battling with how to respond to Scott Lee, who sent her good morning beautiful text, and she don't know how to handle it. She don't know how to deal with it because she's never had a good morning beautiful text before. She received a bouquet of flowers, and I'm just like, I'm not dealing with Marlo. You don't know how to respond to a good morning text. Have you ever dated before? Or you've only been milking men out of their credit cards and life insurance plans? I don't know. But she is feeling heavily guarded. You know, she's afraid of putting herself out there. She's afraid of showing her true self because if you let your guard down, you express about yourself, they will in return use your weakness against you and hurt you. I'm like, you just described what you do, Marlo. You tend to point out everybody else's weakness. You tend to use everybody else's hurt against them. So, hey, okay, fine, whatever. Moving on. Done with that. Saya. Saya is hosting her first Mommy Nation brunch because Mommy Nation came around when she became a new mom and she wanted a community. And now they're going to partner with a woman who was the founder of a school who specializes in giving homeless kids education. So, preparing for an event, their auctioneer backed out because she caught the C-19 and she needs another big name, another personality to help bring their goal. She has a $50,000 goal that she wants to reach. Her business partner thought of Kenya. She said, Kenya who? My friend Kenya, who I just got cool with? I'm like, yeah, that Kenya, who wanted to see how you move, Sonya, because you move foul. You move not trustworthy. So until she sees you can earn that trust, that's where you guys are going to start. Yeah, that Kenya. So she's going to call. Moving on from that. Kenya has decided to shoot her a commercial for Kenya Moore Hair Care because she didn't get a chance to perform at the Magic City Classic in Birmingham because she got sick. So she wants to still incorporate the choreography that Manietta designed for her and come up with a commercial. I'm going to look up that commercial. I want to see how it turned out. And when I see Brooklyn in her majorette outfit, she looked so cute. I'm like, yes, Brooklyn. Oh my God, I have the same love and admiration for Brooklyn like Kenya does. And I have that with my daughter because my daughter is an amazing little girl. She is such a princess. And she's going to be a ballerina next week. I'm so excited. I can't wait for her to be in her cute little costume, cute little bows and ties. Oh, got me excited because it's just so cute to see Brooklyn smile, see Kenya be so happy. I love it. So Manietta was texting Roy as a surprise to have him pop up. And here comes Roy, Mr. KMC himself. And she's all, hi, how are you? And she talks about how Roy is a very hard person to pin down because he's the founder of a health food store. He has multiple chains around the nation. So he's always busy. The fact that he took time out of his busy schedule to come and see her, bring her some food, that's a keeper. And he wants to know what's going on. Well, there's a famous chant that happens every time Kenya has a drum line, an HBCU drum line. Kenya More Hair Care. And very famous line, very famous, chant. And he gives her a hug. He gives her a hug, kisses on the forehead, says he'll call her later. I love it. Pete, I got a question. Bravo, Andy. Cynthia was supposed to be a part of this scene. I remember on the trailer, Cynthia popped up on the commercial. Where is Cynthia? Why did y'all cut out Cynthia? We got the OGs coming up, which I was not all the way happy to see, but I would have loved to see Cynthia. Why would y'all cut that out? That's not cool. So after that, Sonya FaceTimes Kenya to ask her to be the auctioneer, and she says she'll do it. She believes that Sonya is a good person, but this is the second time she's asking for my help without calling my agent. Remember last year, she wanted her to model her sweatshirt that she did not get a discount for? Okay. See, Sonya, you have to go the right routes in order to get liked. But it's kind of funny how the last season you wanted to hop on the train of being liked by Kenya and Candy because of their following. But now you're switching up and now being friends with Sheree and Marla, but you still look for ways to bring back Kenya and Candy when you need them the most. I don't know why you didn't call Marlo. Why you didn't call Sheree? Okay. Drew. Drew is at her home. She's talking about her son being announced the model student, which is very nice. And everything that she does for the kids is her joy of having the same life and the same care for them to pursue their dreams. And just like me, I produce my own video, and she loves being able to do what she does, be able to relax after all the work she puts in. And her sister Allison is there. And Allison has never had a vacation because she was on top of Drew's career. She said, now you get to enjoy, and I'll be able to give you everything that you need for you to feel comfortable. And Allison is amazing. You know, Allison has managed Drew's career by the time she was 8 years old, and she's an amazing writer. She wrote for A Man, Rock, Martin. She was in the literary department for Wesley Snipes Company, Johnny Carson. I'm just like, wait a minute. Your sister got a resume. Your sister has been a staple in the industry. And I'm like, Allison, you're responsible for getting Drew on White Chicks. You're responsible for Drew getting the role on That's a Raven. You're responsible for Drew playing Drew on The Game. You're responsible for Step Up. Oh my God, you are so responsible for Drew getting out there as the actress we have grown up for her to become. We have recognized Drew all the way down to her playing T-Boz on the TLC story. Oh my God, Allison, you are so amazing. So amazing. Shout out to Allison, okay? So the fact that Allison has never stopped to take care of herself because of how much of a demanding career Drew had. And the fact that after she decided to step down as her manager, Drew has been managing herself because she sees the hard work that Allison does. Allison was like a momager and a sister. She did a lot for her, but she never took time for herself. And when it came down to her having her mental breakdown, Allison talked about the first time she went to a psychiatric hospital. It was from a relationship when she was 22. She didn't tell them. And it was from a boyfriend that beat her up so bad, she had nightmares. She had anxiety and PTSD. I wonder if the triggers of what she was dealing with from her past relationship she saw reflected in Ralph, which made her call him manipulative and controlling because she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. But she's okay now. And she's very happy that she's going through the transition. She's happy that Drew is allowing for her to stay with her, and Drew wants to be there for her. And when she found out that Allison went through her mental health break due to COVID, all the isolation, which caused her to go into the psychiatric facility the second time, she wants to be there for her. They never had the opportunity to become sisters. Her sister is 20 years older than her, and they never had a sisterly relationship, but that's what she wants now. And I'm so happy for this moment. This was a beautiful moment. And having a sister 20 years older, you would think they wouldn't be as close, but I am 19 years older than my baby sister. She's 12, and I'm 12 years older than my other little sister. She's 18, and we have a very close relationship. It all depends on how you form the bond. You know, whether you have a big age range or a close age range, it's all about the bond that you want to bestow upon your children, your siblings. You want to have that. And the fact that, you know, Allison has been through a lot in her life, I'm so happy that she's back. She's great. She's getting her mental health in order. And I want Drew to have her sister. I want Drew to put all of her energy into her sister so they can have a beautiful relationship. Moving on. Sheree. Sheree is meeting up with the original Housewives, Deshawn, Lisa Wu, and Miss Tardy for the party. Oh my God. I did not want to see Kim on my screen. I didn't want to. Now, Lisa Wu, I'm loving Lisa Wu. I've loved Lisa Wu since she was on Hollywood Divas. Okay? But Sheree, your face in this confessional in this purple dress, it looks like you were stung by a bee. Your face looks so swinched up and mushed. It just looks so unrecognizable. What did you do to your face? Oh my God. So Sheree is preparing for the upcoming cast trip to Portugal with the girls. I don't know if Sheree was talking about if she can have a great relationship with the rest of the ladies and with the OGs. Maybe there could be a time where they can all come to a trip together. I don't know what you're talking about. No, no, nobody wants to be around Kim. No, 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 no. Now she's talking about Portugal has holistic healing facilities in Portugal. Now the entire time she's trying to talk about her fibroids, Kim not paying her no attention. Like she's ignoring her. She's talking about a bag or something. Mentioning who's not going. She said Marlo. And she mentioned Kenya. Kim want to talk about that bitch still alive. Bitch, is you still alive? You still kicking? The fuck? She's still mad about how Kenya caught her out that she pimped out her daughter for John Legend tickets. I mean, your daughter didn't fall too far from the tree of what you done to get your money. I'm just saying. Just saying. Moving on. Lisa Wu, thank you for bringing this up. So what's up with the foreclosure? That you're losing your home. She said, you think I'm going to foreclose my $2.1 million home or $200 million home for a $200,000 check? Yes, because you ain't got no money. Because you're on a show that you need to check for. And then finding out that while you and Corey were going through your divorce, after a simple Sunday service, you're now fighting for your marriage. You're now getting back together. Whatever. Don't have time. Don't have time. Because obviously the gambling that your daughter called you out that you would do, gamble all throughout the nights. Then Sheree wants to call out that Lisa who left got divorced. Deshaun left got divorced. And Sheree being a grandma, going down memory lane. Deshaun is dating, don't know about who. Kim wants to know how's it out there, like how's dating life. Why are you asking? Ain't you married? And she mentioned going to Portia's wedding where she saw Candy. Sheree wants to know that they squashed the beef. Hell no. Ever since Tardy for the Party that Candy wrote, produced, Kim did not pay her, did not give her credit for. Like, also taking the idea of Candy's name for her son that she used for hers. Hell no. The beef is not squashed. Nope. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk about this scene because I just couldn't stand seeing Kim on my screen. Lisa Wu, why are you drunk? I'm sorry, Lisa Wu was sauce to me. She was the same saucy behavior she was last season when she got signed together. She became completely unhinged. Just drunk and all close and clingy and kissy towards everybody. I was like, what's up with Lisa? Moving on. Sonya, it is the day of her event. Sonya's getting her hair done by her sister, but Shazi is not in a good mood. They were speaking in patois, which I was not mad about. I'm like, y'all speaking in patois? Ooh, speak more, speak more. I like it. So, either Shazi was not prepared to be on camera to do Sonya's hair because Sonya did not communicate with her sister about what time she needed her to do her hair, which of course is annoying since Shazi has a whole lot to do and you did not give me a time frame to do all of this. So her partner wants to know what's going on. Everything's setting up nicely, and she announces that Shazi is not happy with her. The next 4 days are going to be hectic. But her sister reminds her, I don't think you know how much a lot goes on with what you're doing. Like, I have to be doing your hair, which I don't know what time you have me doing your hair. Then you want me to be here for the event. I have to carve out time getting dressed. I also have to carve out time to make sure my kids are good. And I have to make sure your son is good. So there's a lot of hats that I wear. And you obviously don't care about that. You obviously don't communicate with all of that. So obviously, while her sister does a lot for her, Sonya doesn't take accountability that she should be more mindful, be more appreciative. Because she just like, I don't have the luxury of dumping all I have to do on another person like you do because of what I have to do for you. Sonya gets emotional, starts to cry because it's the truth. She's upset that she does put this all on her family. Sonya does put a lot of responsibility on her family, and she doesn't communicate and appreciate the things that they do. She just thinks that if I ask you to do it, you should just do it. So she does take her sisters for granted for that. She will always be there to do her hair. She'll always be able to be there for her. And she's like, nope, no. That's not going to always be the solution. And I was like, yep, I can see how Shazi could be up to here. I mean, she said she did not mean to make Sonya cry, but at the same time, that's how she felt. You never told me what time to do your hair, and you obviously don't know what I have to do in order for me to be present for you for your hair, be present for you for your child, present for my own damn son, my own children, my own husband. Like, the things that she thinks that she has all the time for, she don't. Like Sonya does, because Sonya can move freely with everything else that she has to do, but she has people to handle that for her. Her sister don't have that kind of help. So all the ladies have come, they're arriving, but where is Kenya? Kenya is coming, she's running late. Apparently, Kenya got a call from one of Sonya's staff members that she couldn't sit with her plus one. And Sonya told her the way that the tables are set up, it could be like you're sitting right behind that person or sitting right next to her, but it's all cool. All right, cool. I don't know why it would have been a difficult thing for you to not sit next to your plus one, but I guess the way the tables were set up, either way, she's on her way. I think only Sonya and Sheree want to know how was the date. And she said he was a chef. Here goes Sheree. Chefs don't make a lot of money. Opposed to what you're making, what are you making? What is Martell making? And he's not only a chef, he's the owner of a restaurant as well. So he's making some change. And all the ladies in the confessional only see Marlo dating a rich man. Whatever. Candy has arrived after her concert in Nashville, but she has to go right back out. Sonya felt like since Candy was MIA to a lot of events, it's like she's the favorite that Candy had to come. No, Candy came because she wanted to support and she had some time on her hands, but she has to go back into work. Candy is busy, busy, busy. So don't act like you're so special that she took time out to come to your event without coming to anybody else's. No, that's what happens when you're booked and busy. So Sonya is nervous. Kenya has not arrived yet. She has to pretty much start hosting, pretty much be the auctioneer. And then Kenya ends up arriving an hour and 30 minutes late. I said, nope, Kenya, that was wrong. Now, Kenya, what was you wearing? I loved your messy hair, your makeup, but your outfit, it was like a ruffled, cut-out dress. It didn't look bad. It worked, but then it didn't work. I mean, it was cute, but not cute. You see what I'm saying? Because Sonya was trying to talk about the purpose of her brunch, partnering with the school who offers private education for homeless children. She has her Mommy Nation brand working with homeless moms. Let's incorporate together. So after Kenya rolls in, that's when the other MCs started giving out their mommy awards. Sheree notices that her sister isn't there. Sonya says she left, but she'll tell her about it later. So when it came down to the last award, Sonya enlisted Cairo to give Sheree the OG Mom Award because Sheree makes motherhood look so easy. She's the great role model. Okay. And since Cairo is not really comfortable with speaking out in public, the fact that he came out and gave his mom an award and appreciated her being his mom, that was nice. That was nice. So now Sonya's getting ready for the auctioning. She's letting Kenya know whatever level she's at, she'll match it. And you can hype up the paddles and see how much they can donate. Her goal is to reach 50,000. Kenya said, that's all you want? Because there's 50,000 sitting at this table, meaning her, Candy, Drew. Yeah, that's it. I can't ask Sheree and no Manietta. I can't ask Sheree and Marlo. They don't have 50,000. They barely have 20. Moving on. And Marlo, she gotta shade somebody. She's talking about Kenya's outfit looking like the wrinkled shoes off of Wizard of Oz that fell on the witch, the red shoes. I'm like, Marla, you can't talk when your whole outfit from last season looked exactly like a strawberry candy that you get from your grandma in church. You convinced me you are in no position to talk. It's never a moment that Marlo has to make a comment about somebody else's fashion, and the first person she always make a comment about is Kenya. Kenya lives rent-free in Marlo's mind. Moving on. So Kenya is hyping up the crowd. The goal is to raise 50,000, but she said we're gonna reach 100,000 today. Even though that's Sonya's first event, she said, "Girl, don't give me a too hard of a goal to pass. I just started this." Because she said it's about 50,000 sitting at this table right here. Like I said, talking about Candy, Drew, Manietta. I'm not calling Marlo and Sheree part of the 50,000. I'm not doing that. So Sonya's reading out the first goal. I think it was a scholarship for 5,000. Kenya matched that. Candy matched it as well. And an average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment in Atlanta is $1,200. So $5,000 could help a mom be rent-free for half a year. I said, I need to move to Atlanta because there's no $1,200 places to rent out here in Moreno Valley unless it's a mobile home or unless it's a senior citizen home. I'm like, what? Because 5,000 would give you rent for half a year. Manietta put a bid to offer 6.5 months rent. I love that. I think Marlo and Sheree matched it. It came to 10,000, but Marlo ain't about to offer no money, especially what happened on Twitter after this episode that Kenya called out that Marlo did not donate. She said she gonna have to rent out some more LeBay clothes in order to make that money. But the event was a success. All the tallies of all the paddles that rose up, it added up to $78,000. She surpassed her 50,000 goal and made 78,000. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Kenya. Her event was a success. And then we caught the mid-season trailer of what's to come for the rest of the season. It's gonna be a mess. We got the movie. And then we're gonna get the alleged situationship between Ty Young and Drew and the kids, Ralph calling out the way Drew's acting, that she could be messing around with somebody. The rest of the season gonna be a mess. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait, cannot wait, cannot wait. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.